The galaxy was already dead. Coruscant burned beneath a red sky. The Jedi Temple stood hollow, its halls silent for decades. And in the ruins of what was once the Emperor's throne room, a lone figure knelt before a shattered Sith holocron. His name was Anakin Skywalker. Not Vader. Not anymore. The mask was gone. The armor lay in pieces beside him. What remained was a scarred, hollow man, pale, burned, and tired. His mechanical hand trembled as he traced the holocron's glowing edge. Inside it pulsed something forbidden, something even Sidious had feared to use. A wound in the Force. A door through time. "I have to go back," Anakin whispered. Before the lies. Before the fall. He rose slowly, leaning on a lightsaber that once cut down younglings. His yellow eyes had faded to blue again, soft, broken, human. He had spent 30 years searching for this relic. 30 years atoning. And now, the moment had come. He activated the holocron. The Force exploded around him. Stars stretched. Planets blurred. He saw flashes. Padme's smile, Obi-Wan's tears, Luke's green saber, Leia's defiant stare. Every memory tore through him like a blade. He screamed, but the scream had no sound. Then silence. When his eyes opened, the air smelled of rain. Speeders hummed overhead. Coruscant towers gleamed in the morning sun. Alive. Whole. Untouched. He had done it. He had returned to the year the boy met the senator. Anakin pulled his hood low, gripped his saber, and stepped into the crowd. Somewhere in this city, a 9-year-old version of himself was about to meet a monster. And this time, he would not let him. But the Force had felt the intrusion, and so had Darth Sidious. Coruscant glowed under a soft golden sun. The streets were alive. Speeders zipped between towers. Senators argued in shaded gardens. And somewhere in the crowd, a tall, hooded man walked with heavy steps. His scarred face stayed hidden. His blue eyes burned with purpose. Future Anakin had only hours. He knew the day. He knew the hour. He knew the exact moment young Anakin would step into the Chancellor's office for the first time. That single meeting had planted the seed of the galaxy's ruin. Today, he would burn that seed before it could grow. He moved through the lower levels, avoiding clone patrols and Jedi sentries. His boots echoed in narrow alleys. His mechanical hand stayed close to his saber. He could feel the Force pulsing strangely around him, like the galaxy itself sensed something was wrong. "Forgive me, Master," he whispered, thinking of Obi-Wan. "But this time, I save us all." He reached a quiet rooftop overlooking the Senate district. From there, he could see the Jedi Temple in the distance, tall, proud, untouched by fire. His chest ached. He had not seen a hole in 30 long years. He pulled out a small data crystal. Inside it lay every secret he had gathered as Vader. Sidious's true name, the Sith plan, Order 66, the clone chips, the fall of every Jedi he once called friend. The Council would have to believe him. They had no choice. But just as he turned to leave, a cold whisper crawled through the Force. A voice he knew too well. "Lord Vader, you should not have come back." Sidious had felt him, and the hunt had begun. The Jedi Temple doors burst open. Future Anakin walked through the marble halls, hood up, saber humming at his side. Knights drew their blades. Padawans froze. Master Yoda lifted his small green head, sensing something dark, something familiar, something wrong. "Stop him," a Jedi shouted, but the man kept walking. He climbed the long stairs to the council chamber. 2 guards tried to block him. With one wave of his hand, the Force pushed them gently aside. He would not harm them. Not today. Not ever again. The chamber doors opened. Mace Windu stood first, purple saber ignited. Obi-Wan Kenobi stared in shock. Yoda's ears lowered. PLO Kun, Ki-Adi-Mundi, and the others rose, ready to strike. The hooded man pulled back his hood. Gasps filled the room. The face was older, scarred, burned, but the eyes, those eyes belonged to their chosen one. "I'm Anakin Skywalker," he said softly, "from a future where you all die." Silence. Mace stepped forward, saber raised. "Explain yourself." Now. Future Anakin tossed the data crystal onto the floor. It rolled to Yoda's feet. Chancellor Palpatine is Darth Sidious, he said. He is the Sith Lord you've been hunting. He created the Clone Wars. He built the army that will one day kill every Jedi in this room. And the boy you trained me becomes his weapon. Obi-Wan's lightsaber slipped from his hand. Yoda closed his eyes, feeling the Force tremble around the crystal. The truth pulsed inside it like a beating heart. But before any Jedi could speak, a loud alarm screamed through the temple. The Senate Guard had arrived. Palpatine had made his first move. Mace Windu's saber stayed raised. His eyes locked onto the scarred face before him. Every breath in the chamber felt heavy. The Force itself seemed to hold its breath, waiting for one wrong move. You ask us to believe, Mace said slowly, that the Chancellor, the man we serve, is a Sith. Yes, future Anakin replied. And every second you wait, he grows stronger. Obi-Wan stepped forward, his voice shaking. Anakin, is it really you? Future Anakin looked at him. His eyes softened. For a moment, the burned warrior was just a boy again, standing before the brother who once raised him. I'm sorry, Master, he whispered, for everything I did, for everything I will do if we fail today. Obi-Wan's hand trembled. Mace's grip tightened. This could be a trick, a Sith illusion, a clone, a trap. Test me, future Anakin said. Read my mind. Search the Force. You'll see the truth. Yoda raised his small green hand. He closed his eyes. The room grew still. The Force rushed into him like a flood. Visions of fire, of younglings falling, of Padme dying, of a black mask rising from molten lava. Yoda gasped and stepped back, his cane shaking in his grip. True, it is, Yoda whispered. Dark times ahead of us lie. Mace's saber lowered, just slightly. But before the council could act, the chamber doors slammed open. Senate guards poured in, blasters raised. Behind them stood Masameta, smiling coldly. By order of the Supreme Chancellor, he announced, the Jedi Council is hereby placed under arrest for treason. Future Anakin ignited his saber. The trap had closed. The chamber doors creaked open again. A small figure stood in the doorway. 9 years old, wide-eyed, breathing fast. Young Anakin had been called to the temple by Obi-Wan that morning. He had heard the alarms. He had felt this strange tremor in the Force. And now, he stood frozen, staring at the man with his face. Who are you? The boy whispered. Future Anakin turned slowly. His scarred face softened. His blue eyes filled with tears he had buried for 30 years. I'm you, he said quietly. I'm what you become if you don't listen. Young Anakin shook his head. No, that's not true. That's impossible. The Senate guards hesitated. Even Masameta fell silent. The boy stepped further into the room, eyes locked on the burned warrior. He saw the mechanical hand, the deep scars, the yellow streaks still buried in those tired eyes. Pause. You hurt people, young Anakin said, voice trembling. I can feel it. I can feel all of it. Yes, future Anakin admitted. I killed Jedi. I killed children. I killed the woman we loved. The boy's small hand shook. Padme. Future Anakin nodded once. Tears spilled down young Anakin's cheeks. He stumbled back, gripping the doorframe. The Force around him cracked with raw, painful emotion, anger, fear, and grief all at once. I won't become you, the boy whispered. I won't. Then help me stop him, future Anakin said. Together. But before the boy could answer, a deep, cold laugh echoed through the chamber. Palpatine had arrived. Palpatine did not wait for the Senate to hear Five's warning. The moment the clone trooper escaped with the truth, the Chancellor moved first. He summoned the Coruscant Guard, sealed key transit lanes, and turned the city into a trap. Official channels reported a deranged soldier. Unofficially, Darth Sidious prepared an execution. Fives ran through the Undercity with Rex and Anakin close behind, each step buying seconds. He tried to explain the inhibitor chips again, faster now, sharper now. He named Kamino. He named Dooku. He named Sidious. Anakin wanted proof. Rex wanted to believe. Both were already too late. In his private office, Palpatine dropped the mask. Blue lightning burst from his hands, frying hidden recordings and slicing through the holonet relay meant to send Five's testimony to the Senate. Across the district, power flickered. Security feeds died. Witness logs vanished. The truth was erased before it could breathe. Then he struck harder. Using his authority, he branded Fives a separatist asset and ordered lethal force. Shock troopers flooded the sector. Gunships cut across the skies, while civilians were driven indoors. Coruscant itself became a weapon of silence. At the warehouse safe house, Fives finally handed Anakin the medical scan he had stolen. One glance changed everything. There was the chip buried deep inside every clone. For one terrible second, Anakin understood. This was not madness. This was design. And that was when Palpatine arrived. No guards, no weaknesses, only the Chancellor, smiling in the doorway as red sabers ignited from the shadows behind him. Rex raised his blasters. Five stepped back. Anakin stared at the scan in his hand, then at the man he had trusted most. Palpatine's voice turned cold. Hand me the traitor, Skywalker, or learn who truly commands the Republic. The room fell silent before the storm. The room shook before anyone moved. Palpatine's threat still hung in the air when the windows exploded inward. A second figure crashed into the chamber through fire and broken glass. Black, cloak torn, armor scarred, breathing heavy through a damaged mask. For one frozen second, Anakin looked into the face of something impossible. It was himself. Older, burned, hollow, only grief. Future Anakin did not waste a word. He attacked. His crimson blade slammed into the red sabers behind Palpatine, driving the hidden assassins back before they could strike. Sparks burst across the floor. Rex dragged Fives behind cover. Younger Anakin stood stunned, staring at the ruined version of the man he might become. Palpatine recovered first. His eyes narrowed with sudden fury, because he understood the danger at once. This was not just an enemy. This was proof. Proof that the future could break. Proof that his perfect design could fail. The duel erupted across the safe house in a storm of light. Future Anakin fought like a man who had lost everything and had nothing left to protect but one final chance. He drove forward with brutal force, hammering Palpatine through steel beams and shattered doors. Every strike carried years of pain. Every movement screamed with regret. You cannot stop what is coming, Palpatine hissed. I already lived it, future Anakin said, and I came back to kill it. Those words hit younger Anakin harder than any blade. He saw the mechanical arm. He saw the burned skin. He saw the dead weight in those eyes. This was not a vision. This was the end of a path. Fives forced the stolen scan into Anakin's hand again. Now, what do you see it? The war was built for this. All of it. Anakin finally did. He saw the chip. He saw the trap around the clones. He saw Palpatine at the center of every lie. And for the first time, trust cracked. Future Anakin sensed it. Between strikes, he turned and shouted, "Do not leave Mace alone. Do not march on the temple. Do not become me." Then Palpatine unleashed his full power. Sith lightning tore across the room like living fire, smashing crates, blasting Rex off his feet, and hurling Fives into the wall. Future Anakin caught the worst of it and dropped to one knee, smoke rising from his armor. Palpatine pressed forward, his face twisted with hate. He wanted the older Skywalker erased before one more warning could be spoken. Younger Anakin stepped in at last. Blue light met red. For one impossible moment, the two Anakins stood side by side against the Sith Lord, one carrying the weight of failure, the other still holding the power to choose. Their blades moved in perfect rhythm. Past and future fought as one. Palpatine gave ground, but only for a moment. He changed tactics. He reached for Anakin's deepest wound, just as he always had. "You cannot save her," he whispered. Future Anakin froze. That single weakness was enough. Palpatine spun, drove his blade through the older man's side, and sent him crashing against the broken holodeble. Younger Anakin roared and attacked harder, but future Anakin lifted one shaking hand. "No," he said. "Listen." The room dimmed around him. His breath grew thin, yet his voice was clear for the first time, almost peaceful. "She dies if you trust him. The Jedi fall if you serve fear. The children burn. The Republic becomes an empire, and you become its fist. Anakin's face went pale. Future Anakin looked at Rex, then Fives. Get him to the temple. Tell them everything. Move now. Palpatine lunged to finish it, but the older Skywalker made his final choice. He rose with a scream, locked both hands around Palpatine, and drove them together toward the cracked reactor core beneath the safehouse floor. Metal split open. Heat burst upward. Warning sirens filled the chamber. For the first time, Palpatine looked surprised. "You fool," he snarled. Future Anakin held him tighter. "No, I'm late." He looked one last time at his younger self. In that shattered second, there was no Vader left. Only Anakin Skywalker, begging for one mercy from time itself. Choose differently. Then he pulled Palpatine into the fire. The explosion ripped through the building and punched flame into the Coruscant skyline. Rex grabbed Fives and threw him through the exit. Younger Anakin barely escaped before the chamber collapsed behind him. The shockwave knocked them into the rain outside, where gunships circled and alarms screamed across the district. For a moment, nobody spoke. Then the tower above them began to burn. Anakin stared into the flames, hearing the last words over and over. Choose differently. It was not just a warning. It was a command from the ghost of his own broken future. But Palpatine was not dead. Through the smoke, a shadow moved inside the fire. Around Coruscant, clone channels crackled with emergency orders, and temple routes changed in real time. Anakin turned toward the Jedi Temple, knowing the next choice would decide everything. At the Jedi Temple, the night should have ended in slaughter. Instead, it became the hour the future broke. Anakin arrived with Rex and Fives just before the clone columns reached the main steps. Mace Windu stood in the entrance hall, lightsaber lit. Anakin remembered the warning from his older self and saw how close this moment stood to ruin. "There's no time," Anakin said. He threw the medical scan toward Mace. "The Chancellor controls the clones. There are chips inside them. Order 66 is coming now." That changed everything. The Jedi did not wait to be betrayed one by one across the galaxy. Emergency signals raced to every surviving knight. Healers sealed the younglings below the archives. Tech specialists jammed military channels. Clone officers still loyal to Rex were cut from the command net before the kill order could fully spread. Then the 1st Battalion opened fire. Blue bolts flooded the temple steps. Statues shattered. Marble burst apart. But this time the Jedi were ready. Blades flashed through the rain. Barricades locked into place. Masters and Padawans fought side by side, not in panic, but with purpose. It was not a massacre. It was a siege. Far across Coruscant, Padme Amidala refused to hide. Bail Organa brought her proof of the Chancellor's secret arrests and the blackout around the Senate district. When she heard Anakin's warning and the temple distress call, she made her choice at once. She gathered trusted senators, activated private security codes, and forced an emergency assembly before Palpatine could regain full control of the chamber. Inside the temple, Anakin became the difference. He moved through smoke and blaster fire like a man cutting his way out of his own nightmare. He disarmed clones without killing when he could. He shattered gunship cannons with the Force. He dragged wounded younglings behind cover. Every life he saved felt like an answer to the dead future he had seen. Rex fought near him, torn apart inside, firing on brothers he had served beside for years. Fives took the hardest task of all. With temple slicers, he broadcast the chip evidence to any command post still listening. Some clones kept shooting. Some froze. A few turned their rifles away, horrified by the voices inside their heads. Then the dark center of it all returned. Palpatine entered the Senate chamber alive, burned, and furious. His face looked less human now, like the mask had finally melted into the monster beneath. He did not even pretend anymore. He declared the Jedi traitors and demanded total emergency authority. But Padme stood before the full assembly and did what no one had done in years. She called him a liar to his face. Her voice carried through the chamber and across every open world still connected to the Senate feed. She named the clone chips. She named the secret war. She named the dead who had been used as steps toward a throne. Bail stood with her. Mon Mothma stood with her. Then officers from the Guard, shaken by Five's transmission, began refusing direct Sith control commands. Palpatine reached for his power through terror, but the spell was breaking. At the temple, the battle turned. When shock troops blasted through the South Gate and drove toward the archive vaults, Anakin met them there. He fought harder than ever before, not for rank, not for prophecy, not to prove himself to the Council, but for the simple reason that innocent people were behind him. That truth made him stronger than rage ever had. Mace saw it. So did Obi-Wan, returning at last through the emergency hangar after surviving his own ambush off-world. For a brief moment, Master and former student stood together again. No lies, no Chancellor between them. Only trust, rebuilt in the middle of war. The temple still stood. The attack had failed. Across the Republic, Jedi survivors used the warning to escape, resist, and expose the chips. Clone units broke apart in confusion. Some obeyed, some defected, some tore out their control devices with medics working under fire. The galaxy had not been saved, but it had not fallen in one night. When the guns finally fell silent on Coruscant, Anakin reached Padme on a secure line. For a moment, neither spoke. They had both come close to losing everything. "I thought I was too late," he said. Padme placed a hand over her heart. "You weren't. Not this time. That was the future changing. Not in one grand victory, not in one perfect ending, but in thousands of choices made differently than before." And as the first light rose over the bruised towers of Coruscant, Anakin Skywalker stood among the survivors, no longer the man becoming Vader, but something new, a guardian who had looked into darkness and stepped away. But the Sith shadow had not vanished. It had only been wounded. Beyond Coruscant, loyalist fleets were already choosing sides, and whole systems were falling into chaos. As Anakin looked toward the stars, he understood the truth. He had saved the Jedi, but now he had to save the Republic.